The executive mayor of Johannesburg, Herman Mashaba, visited 3 of the 12 currently owned properties under the city of Johannesburg that will be used as part of his administration's inner city revitalization program.
Well, I think you remember on the 1st of December 2016, during my 100 days, that I've identified the inner city to be a great opportunity to address accommodation, affordable accommodation for our poor people. And we started on this exercise, doing massive raids, doing evaluation of these properties to identify who the owners are and the people behind them. And the team has really done a fantastic job. And I had to put together a proposal to council to give me the permission to offer these buildings to the private sector so that we can convert those buildings into affordable accommodation for our people. Because we want our people to work, live and play in this city. Take it back from the criminal elements. So I'm excited with this project. Last Thursday, council has given me the full permission, starting with 12 buildings that I've proposed. And the council has now given me the permission to go ahead, and I'm sure you must have seen in today's all the papers. We're now looking for proposals. This is one of the buildings, so today I'll be taking you through to show you the conditions of these buildings, to show you the living conditions of our people. When I took over during the adjustment budget, the first big adjustment I made was to invest in policing. Right now, as I speak, we're busy with the appointment of 1,500 police officers, the biggest employment of police officers in the city of Johannesburg. So we're right in the middle of that process because visible policing is crucial. Also, at the same time, we need to really bring the rule of law back in the city. I'm sure you're aware of the Revitalisation project where we want to clean up the city, because when people live in clean environment, people have got pride. But what is also very more important is to ensure that we create employment opportunities for our people. So you can imagine, as soon as the construction of these 12 buildings begin, how many people we're going to employ in the process. And it's not just really these 12. Actually, just before I left the office right now, the team came rushing to me that November council meeting, I will most likely have another 40 buildings that I can offer to the private sector. 30,000 units is not something that you can do in a year or two. Firstly, just to offer the proposal takes time. We're giving the developers, give them 4 months for them to really be able to come in, assess, and on the basis of that, it's only then that they can give us a proposal. And then once they give us a proposal, us as a city are committing to work with them to ensure that we speed up all the necessary applications to make sure that we speed up provision of bulk infrastructure that they need. So for people actually see the construction will, for me, will happen within the next 6 to 8 months. We'll start seeing cranes in the city of Johannesburg coming on board.
He was joined by the MMC of Economic Development and JOSHCO's CEO, Anthony Lezula, who had this to say.
People want decent accommodation that is affordable, and the private sector at the moment is not offering that. And I think companies like ours, which is a social housing company that is accessing government grants, is in a well-placed position to fill that gap. I think it is multifold. We are involved in social housing, which is affordable housing for people who earn between 3,500 and 15,000 rands. We are having projects all over Johannesburg, in the inner city as well as outer limits of the city, like in Soweto, Kliptown, etc.
I'm Leah Knott for Joburg Today.